I want to share with you what one of my favorite business mentors ever taught me. And I'm talking about Alex Hormozi, the big muscly dude that wears vests on YouTubes and nose strips and has more money than he knows what to do with. I had the good fortune of meeting him a few years back now. The thing that he's taught me that has helped my business grow dramatically, and not only that, but more importantly, helped our clients' businesses grow so much as well, is just one simple thing that I'm going to share with you today in this video. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Laurence, and I have built and scaled two agencies, Laurence Marketing and Hey You, and we now help other agency owners just like yourself to grow and get more appointments in their calendar. This one thing that makes everything else easy in your agency is, of course, what we call a cold friendly offer. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact strategy that we share with our high paying clients on how to craft a really compelling cold friendly offer that I guarantee that if you install into your business and you do this properly, will be the biggest lever that you can pull in terms of growth for your business. So what I want to do is share my screen with you now and walk through a few things around an offer and share with you the framework so you can create your perfect cold friendly offer and grow your agency. First thing that we need to understand is, what is an offer? Ultimately, I define an offer is something that explains what someone, i.e. your prospect, is going to get in return for paying you money. Now, an offer is not your service, and it is also not a guarantee. A guarantee is a component of an offer, but it is not the offer itself. And your service is absolutely not, and I repeat, absolutely not your offer. And we see this happen time and time again with clients that we work with. They think that what they physically do, their service, is their offering, and it is not. That is a big mistake that we see people make, and it's something that you definitely don't want to fall into the trap of. Why are we discussing an offer? Why do you need an offer, if at all? You don't necessarily need an offer. You don't need to create a cold, friendly offer. If you want to continue getting your clients through referral and word of mouth, then you probably don't need a cold friendly offer, because the clue is in the name. It's cold friendly. It's people that have never heard of you before. If you don't want to ever go after those type of prospects, then you're probably not going to need a cold friendly offer, and this video isn't for you. But if you've watched this far, then you're probably interested in generating new clients and growing your business, so then you are going to need a cold friendly offer. So as I say, all of our agency clients, they get their clients through referral, through their networks, through word of mouth. And what this means is that their communication, their messaging to prospects doesn't need to be very strong. There's basically inherited trust from their previous client or the person that has referred them. So they don't need to stand out amongst all other competition, because that prospect is most likely making a purchase decision in a vacuum where there's only that one particular agency. So it means that their messaging is quite weak. When they then try something like cold email, any form of cold outreach, they use the same messaging and they kind of scratch their head and think, this doesn't work. And they say to themselves, cold emails don't work for me. Cold messaging doesn't work for me. And what it actually is that it's their messaging that just doesn't attract strangers. Another thing we see is that if you want multiple streams of new appointments, you want to have lots of different methods to get appointments onto your calendar, which I'm a big advocate of. If you rely on just one income stream and that income stream kind of falls away, and when I say income stream, I mean income into your business, then your business falls flat. So the more you can have, the better. Even though we help our clients do cold outreach, we always tell our clients to try and tack on as many other methods as possible. But if you want to, let's say, run Facebook ads, let's say you want to do cold email, let's say you want to do YouTube ads, you're going to need to make sure that your messaging fits that platform that you're advertising on. Because what we see is people try things like Facebook ads, they try YouTube ads, they try Google ads, and they say it doesn't work. And it's not that the platform doesn't work, it's that their messaging doesn't fit the platform. So creating cold friendly offers is going to help you add multiple streams of appointments into your business. We have literally taken clients that have come to us and they've been stuck at a certain revenue goal for literally years. And then just by installing a cold friendly offer, we've been able to literally double and triple the size of businesses within a matter of months, all because we've sat down and put together what I'm about to share with you right now. So what I want to do now is walk you through the actual formation of how to create a cold friendly offer. As you can see here, we've got your niche or your niche, depending on where you live in the world. We've then got your metric, we've got the volume, we've got the time frame, we've got the guarantee. So it's important that we start at the top and work our way down. In terms of your niche, if you don't target somebody specifically, you'll end up targeting nobody and you'll have a kind of weak, watered down offer. So if you do target multiple different industries, then you're going to need to create a cold friendly offer for each individual industry. We need to kind of understand, who are we targeting? We'll go and take my business as an example because it's the one I know the best. So we target agency owners. Now, the metric. So what are we delivering to our clients? What's the thing that agency owners most desire? It is qualified appointments. What do they most desire? In our case, it is qualified appointments. Agency owners don't want leads per se that aren't on the calendar. They don't want clicks. They don't want website views. They don't want YouTube views or subscribers or anything like that. They want qualified appointments on their calendar. So what you need to do is think about who you're targeting and what do they deeply desire more than anything else. They might desire paying clients more than anything else. But if your service can't take somebody all the way to a paid client, then you have to stop at where your service stops. So for us, we help agencies get more appointments on their calendar. What we don't do is we don't take the sales call for them. We don't learn the ins and outs of kind of how their sales process works, and we don't close them on their behalf. We can't offer them paying clients because our service doesn't stretch that far. So we have to kind of stop at a certain point in that sales cycle. Now, if your sales cycle, if kind of your service offering stops very close to the start of the sales cycle, then you're going to struggle to create a really compelling offer. So you might want to rethink your service delivery. So think about what they most desire. Is it appointments on a calendar? Is it leads? Is it face-to-face meetings? That is what you need to figure out, is what is that industry's most desired metric. And then we need to talk about volume. How many of those desired metrics are you going to deliver in? And volume and time frame work very kind of closely together. How many desired metrics will you deliver? We can't say we're going to deliver you 1 appointment every month. We also can't say we're going to deliver you 1,000 appointments every month, because at the moment we can't. And also it's not what most people would even want. Even if we could deliver 1,000, very few agency owners could handle 1,000 appointments a month. The constraint here around the volume is all about what we know we can deliver for pretty much all of our clients as a minimum. We can deliver more for certain clients, but we need to kind of find our base level. For us, this is 50 appointments. And then how long are you going to take to deliver these metrics, this volume of metric? So how long will it take to deliver desired metric? So there's no point us saying we're going to deliver you 50 appointments in 1 year, because that's just not enticing. We can't say we're going to deliver you 50 appointments in 1 day, because that's unrealistic. So we need to figure out kind of what that ideal time frame is. We also need to make sure that when we talk about 50 appointments and we talk about the time frame, it needs to be appealing enough to jump out prospects when they're reading your message. For us, it is 30 days / 1 month. So how long will it take to deliver desired metric? 30 days. If we were to say 100 days, probably not that appealing. So we need to make sure that the volume and the time frame work closely together enough in order to become a compelling cold friendly offer. And then we need to wrap it up with some form of risk reversal. So if you're not willing to do any form of risk reversal, then you're just going to get beaten when it comes to cold outreach, and cold outreach is not going to be for you. If you can't put your money where your mouth is, then why should you expect anybody else who doesn't know who you are to give you their money and trust you when you can't trust yourself in the first place? That's the mindset that you need to have when going into this. And there are a few different kind of risk levels when it comes to guarantee. The least risky, and when you talk about risk levels, it all comes down to what your tolerance is, but also what your skill set is. If you're struggling to create a guarantee, you probably have a service delivery issue that you need to address. If you can't give something that's attractive, then it means that your service delivery isn't strong enough to be able to compete with others in your industry. But there are different levels of the guarantee. So the lowest level and the kind of the least effective would be work for free until we do. So that would be the least effective, because although there's some level of kind of removing risk from the prospect side, they still don't know kind of exactly what's going to happen. And then the most effective is all your money back. I say the most effective, there is one more that's even more effective. And that is only pay after we deliver the result. So you work completely for free until you deliver the result, and then you get paid. That just removes all risk for the client. There is something to bear in mind with creating a cold friendly offer as well. And this doesn't apply to everybody. It's called the Downsell offer. And what this means is, let's say, for example, you run paid ads for clients, and you have decided that you're going to do exactly what we do. So we help agencies do everything that we've just kind of walked through, and we do it through cold email. So there's no paid ads involved at all. Let's say, for example, we did do paid ads, and let's say that we guaranteed 50 appointments a month, and we did it all through Facebook ads. One of our internal stipulations for prospects to meet our guarantee would be that they would need to spend X amount per month in ad spend. Let's say, for example, they would need to spend 5K per month in ad spend at a minimum in order to qualify for our offer and our guarantee. We don't need to communicate that when we're sending out our offer to our prospects. We don't need to talk about all the T's and C's involved in the guarantee. But what you can do is understand that not everybody's going to be able to afford 5K a month. So then you would downsell the offer. So they might not be able to afford your 5K a month ad spend requirements. And that's fine. Doesn't mean that you can only sell your services to people that can afford that 5K ad budget. What it means is that you need to downsell your offer. So you can say to them, okay, if you only have $2,500 to spend each month on ad spend, then we will guarantee you 25 appointments, because we're guaranteeing you roughly $100 per appointment. So if you've got 3K a month to spend, we'll guarantee you 30 appointments. So you can downsell your offer on the sales call when you speak to your prospects. So you don't need to create your offer to the lowest common denominator, the person that can't afford, so everybody can qualify for your offer. So you don't need to say we'll generate you 10 appointments a month because you want to attract people that can afford 1K a month in ad spend, but you want to talk about what you can do, and then you would downsell it on the sales call. I hope that makes sense. Otherwise, you're not going to attract the quality of prospects that you want to work with if you try and attract the bottom people. But by going for the top level highest quality prospects, you're going to attract everybody else underneath as well. That is how you create a cold, friendly offer. If you want help installing this in your business and taking your cold, friendly offer to all of your ideal prospects, doing it on a consistent and scalable basis that doesn't involve your time or attention, then the first link in the description is going to be to a calendar where you can schedule in a call with our team and find out exactly how we can help install all of this into your business for you and put appointments onto your calendar in an automated and scalable way. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.